I really enjoyed Totenreich. I thought it was a turning point for this year's zombies content, but I couldn't help wondering if Treyarch could actually keep that momentum going. I mean, the map right before Totenreich is a definite top 10 worst map of all time. So when Kowakujo was revealed, I was excited, but I was also a little cautious. Thankfully, after spending a lot of time with the map, I think I can finally say whether those doubts were justified. One thing I have to give Treyarch a lot of credit for is how they handled the marketing for this map. Over the last few years, it feels like they've had a habit of showing way too much before a map even launches. By the time release day rolled around, you'd already seen most of the map, the wonder weapon, and a lot of the surprises that should have been discovered naturally. This time, they did the complete opposite, and I think the experience was so much better because of it. They kept the wonder weapon under wraps, didn't reveal the brand new special grenade, and avoided spoiling a lot of the map's biggest moments. Sure, we still got enough footage to get excited, but there was still so much left to discover for ourselves. It made that first playthrough feel genuinely special. Every new room, every side quest, and every surprise felt like something the community got to uncover together, instead of something we'd already watched in a trailer a week earlier. I really hope Treyarch sticks with this approach going forward, because in my opinion it made Kowakujo's launch feel far more exciting than recent maps. The first thing that stood out to me was just how incredible Kowakujo looked. The feudal Japanese castle is easily one of the most visually striking settings Treyarch has ever created. From the towering castle walls to the lava flowing through the map, every area is packed with detail. But what really impressed me was the atmosphere. It feels like a real place with its own history, rather than just another zombies facility area. Even the enemies add to this atmosphere. The zombies have a unique look that fits the setting, and I especially love that the armored zombies wear samurai-inspired armor, instead of just being reused enemies with more health. It's a small detail, but it makes the world feel much more cohesive. Every area also has its own personality, while still fitting the overall theme, making the map enjoyable to explore even after multiple playthroughs. For me, Kowakujo nails what every great zombies map should. It isn't just visually impressive, it completely immerses you in its world. The new gameplay additions are another area where I think Kowakujo really shines. The Oni is a great special enemy because it feels like it was designed for this map. Its design fits the Japanese setting perfectly, and whenever it spawns, it changes the flow of the round without becoming frustrating. It's threatening enough that you have to respect it, but it never feels cheap. I'm also a fan of the fire zombie. That makes sense with the map's volcanic setting, but more importantly, Treyarch doesn't overdo it. Unlike some recent maps where special enemies are constantly thrown at you in the higher rounds, the fire zombie are used sparingly enough that they stay interesting instead of becoming an annoyance. The wonder weapon is another highlight. Basing it on Japanese folklore was a pretty creative choice, and while I know some people might not love the idea of a cat-themed wonder weapon, I actually think that's what makes it so memorable. It's different, it fits the map perfectly, and it's a nice change from the more conventional wonder weapons we've had in the past. Finally, there's the new special grenade. And I absolutely love that it's unique to this map. One thing I always appreciated about Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 maps was that they often had their own exclusive tactical or lethal equipment, which gave each map a bit more personality. Kowakujo brings that feeling back. This grenade creates a protective bubble that zombies can't enter while still letting you shoot out of it from the inside, making it both unique and genuinely useful. It's a small feature, but it's another example of how this map has its own identity instead of feeling like a collection of reused mechanics. The Easter egg was another highlight for me, but before I even get into the quest itself, I have to talk about the hunt. It had been a long time since we've seen an Easter egg hunt take this long, and it genuinely felt like the community was working together again. Unfortunately, a lot of that excitement was spoiled when major quest steps were data mined through the directed mode files. Instead of watching the community solve everything naturally, many of the answers were simply pulled from the game. It's a shame because I think this could have been one of the most memorable Easter egg hunts in years. As for the quest itself, I really enjoyed it. The murder mystery theme was a refreshing change of pace, and the steps constantly had you interacting with the map, instead of just running through the same checklist we've seen before. It's definitely one of the more complicated quests Treyarch has made, but I think that's part of what makes it so memorable. The boss fight is probably easier than a lot of people were expecting, but honestly, I think that was the right decision. After spending so much time working through a long and fairly demanding Easter egg, the last thing I wanted was a brutally difficult boss that forced me to repeat the whole quest over and over. It still feels climactic and satisfying, just without becoming frustrating, and I think that balance works very well. I I also want to mention a couple of smaller touches that I really appreciated. The Tom Kane side quest was a great addition, and a nice tribute that felt genuinely meaningful, rather than just being thrown in for nostalgia. I also love that you unlock the Path of Sorrows right before the boss fight. It makes the finale feel more climactic, and getting to wield such an iconic weapon during the final battle is a really cool reward for making it that far. Overall, I think Kowakujo is a phenomenal zombies map. My only real criticism isn't the map itself, but the modern Black Ops 7 zombies mechanics it's built around. Those systems stop it from reaching its full potential. If this map existed on a more classic zombies foundation, I genuinely think it'd be in the conversation for one of Treyarch's best maps ever made. Even with that limitation, Kowakujo is easily one of my favourite modern zombies maps, and I really hope Treyarch keeps this level of quality for the final map of Black Ops 7.